few months ago, DDG complained that he was being railroaded as a father. He said he wasn't allowed to see his son Halo that he has with Halle Bailey. I always get her name wrong and my wife has to correct me. He said he wasn't able to see his son Halo with Halle Bailey, and I defended him. I made a video about it, and I said, I'm not with that. You know, I'm a father. I'm married, but I'm a father, and I believe in making families, not just kids.
Out there, every time I'm there, he got a smile on his face. He happy to see me, but he only can see me for no more than 48 hours. I haven't had to have my son to myself for longer than 72 hours, max. And he's getting picked up, taken away. I can't come get him, whatever. It's like, I don't know what to do at this point. I genuinely don't know what to do. And it's like
I said, I responded directly to that clip when it came out. So I do have another video on that. I will link it in the cards if you guys want to check that out. But I felt bad for him. I said he should be allowed to see his kid. Kids, they need both parents, and both of those parents need to be adults about whatever the situation is between them. But DDG has to be honest with himself about what's going on behind the scenes. Not with me, but it would help if he was transparent about what's going on behind the scenes so I could have the full unadulterated context when I'm talking about these situations. But he has to be honest with himself about how he ended up in this situation in the first place. I remember there was a clip going around about Blueface warning him what was going to happen.
See, I don't plan on having a baby mama.
What you mean? You don't never
I'm not gonna have no
together.
baby mama, bro. Whoever I have a kid with, she's with me for life. It ain't.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody.
It all starts like that.
That's exactly how you think, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not
Sometimes
having.
the kid break y'all up, bro. Sometimes the kid be the reason y'all break up.
How the kid gonna break me?
Still doing our part, huh? Nah, the kid gonna break you up because her emotions gonna get to rising. She might feel like she got something to hold against you, so she gonna be acting different. She might be using the kid to boss you around, you know, to keep tabs on you. And then that might cause you to be so stressed out, like, damn, bitch, she like, nope, this, that, nope.
For all the bullshit that Blueface says and does, we got to give him credit for that one. He absolutely deserves credit for not only foreseeing the future, but warning every person that was going to see that clip what could happen. But nobody is off the hook. We got to stop having babies and seeing what happens later down the line, seeing how the relationship progresses and if it's going to work out. We have to be intentional right from the beginning so we don't end up in family court arguing about if you're allowed to cross county lines with your kid or not. This article from People says, Halle Bailey has been granted legal and physical custody of her son. According to court documents obtained by People, the Little Mermaid star was granted sole legal and physical custody of her 16-month-old son, Halo Saint, whom she welcomed back in December 2023 with ex-boyfriend DDG. The Angel singer requested sole custody of the toddler after she alleged the 27-year-old rapper, whose name is DDG, abused her physically and emotionally. The temporary restraining order, TRO, which orders the Twitch streamer to remain over 100 yards away from Bailey and Halo, his own son, at all times, expires on the court hearing scheduled for June 4th, 2025. Bailey also asked the judge to order her ex-boyfriend not be allowed visitation with his son. However, she requested that DDG be given supervised visits with a professional company once a week for 6 hours while Halo was in LA. Additionally, she asked that the court prevent DDG from taking their son outside of Los Angeles, outside of the county of Los Angeles. You're not even allowed to go on a vacation with your kid, not allowed to hang out with your kid for more than 6 hours unless it's a supervised visit. This is what you get when you're being frivolous with the relationship that you have with somebody and the intention behind that relationship, and you just bring a kid into the world. I'm going to say this now. I'm going to say it until the cow jumps over the moon. I'm going to say it until that cow comes home. If you can't make a commitment to be married, do not make a commitment to having a child. Also known as go down to the courthouse, Go to the mosque or wherever, however your culture does it. Marry before you carry. Give yourself a little bit of commitment into the relationship before you commit to something that's going to be such a long-term endeavor, like bringing a kid into the world together. I don't understand why we watch time and time and time again people make the same mistake, like sheep falling off the edge of a cliff or something. Or like touching the stove, like, oh, that stove is hot. Yeah, we've watched a bunch of people touch it. You should have known better. Now, DDG and Halle, they're airing out their relationship problems, their family problems, all over family court, all over social media. And hopefully somebody looks at this and they're able to learn a lesson. At the end of the day, be careful who you have kids with. Marry before you carry. Try to give yourself the best opportunity for the relationship to work out before you bring somebody into the world that both of you guys are going to have a commitment to and have to take care of, regardless of the relationship between y'all. Those are my thoughts. If you like the video, subscribe to me back here for the next conversation. If you have thoughts, let the world know. This is the place for discourse. Till next time. Peace.